चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमः ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी इति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। मुखं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघायते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरु दीनतारिणं परमानंद माधवं श्री चैतन्य ईश्वरम्। Chapter 11, श्लोका नंबर 13। तत्रेकस्थ जगतः कृष्णं
तत्रेकस्य जगतः कृष्णं
प्रविभक्तः मनेकधा
प्रविभक्तम् अनेकधा
अपस्याद्देव देवस्य
अपस्यादेवदेवस्य
शरीरे पाण्डवस्तदा।
शरीरे पाण्डवस्तदा।
Srinivas Prabhu, will you just read?
Yeah, sure, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Dandavata.
Hare Krishna.
At the time Arjuna could see the universal form of the Lord, the unlimited expansions of the universe situated in one place, although divided into many thousands. Commentary. Arjuna saw all the different universes with many sizes and many ingredients all in one place and also in their own separate existence. Srila Prabhupada explains in his purport, verse 13, the word tatra, there, is very significant. It indicates that both Arjuna and Krishna were sitting on the chariot when Arjuna saw the universal form. Others on the battlefield could not see this form because Krishna gave the vision only to Arjuna. Arjuna could see the body of Krishna many thousands of planets, but no one could understand what was going between Arjuna and Krishna. Let's hold on. Krishna, universal form of appearances, Arjuna with hair standing on the end, bewildered and astonished, prays, my dear Krishna, I see all demigods, sages, and serpents with your fairy form. You are all pervading, eternal personality of Godhead. The sun and the moon are eyes, and your glory is unlimited. You are the burning the universe by your radiance.
So it was first shloka, first time only when Krishna manifesting his universal form. That time Arjuna's reactions or his emotions or his inner feelings, and that has been explained by the Sanjaya. So the Sanjaya is knowing the emotions, what Arjuna is feeling. That also the Divya vision, Divya what we can say, Divya blessings on the Sanjaya. So like he can understand the feeling also, as if like the Paramatma. Arjuna has not spoken all these things. Sanjaya is speaking that. Arjuna is like it has been fully understood that Arjuna's emotions are been expressed by the words of the Sanjaya. So and what not? It is like this universal form, the different planets, the different things in one shot, in one go, in one place, and where only Arjuna is seeing, Krishna is standing. That Krishna also he can Arjuna can feel the presence of the Krishna as well as the universal form, and the rest others are not understanding what is happening. So how much subtlety is there? One person is there in the battlefield, and that person only can see, the rest others cannot see. They are not far away, they are very close, but still it was such an arrangement by Krishna that only my bhakta can see that. And that bhakta is also got bewildered. So in many places, the Yashoda Mata also got bewildered. What am I seeing? In a small mouth, the universes are there. And how in a tiny mouth, the whole Brahmanda, Ananta Koti Brahmandas are there. I'm not understanding. So that is the situation. It's like we can understand how the Duryodhana also saw that, and he also got bewildered, and he concluded in a wrong way. But the both of them, like Arjuna, clearly understood in a right spirit. Yashoda Mai was not understanding what is happening here, and Duryodhan completely bewildered. So Arjuna was like understood the real form of the Lord. Krishna is the supreme personality, Godhead. Duryodhana understood it is like it is a Maya. And Yashoda Mai, she was been covered by Krishna by the Yoga Maya, that she still remained as a devotee. She still remained as a mother, and understood it as like something is happening. I'm not knowing, but it is like something. The Brahmanda, how the Brahmandas are there, it is by mistake I just saw it. So Krishna wanted Yashodamai to be a mother only, like that. Not that I am a supreme personality world. So the motherhood will lose. Here Arjuna surrendered, and he wanted to see. First of all, he heard, like after Tashrunu Shloka, Arjuna heard about Krishna. Krishna spoke of the opulences of his own. Then Arjuna desired to see them. So by that, Arjuna understood in a proper spirit what is the universal form. Next shloka. Tatasa vismavisto
ततः स विस्मयाविष्टो
Vishtaro Dhananjaya
हृष्टरोमा धनञ्जय
Pranamya Shirsa Devam
प्रणम्य शिरसा देवम्
Krutadnyo Lirabhashata.
कृताञ्जलिर्निभासता
Who can read? I am seeing always like Murari Prabhu is switching off. Tulasi Mataji is also. Dasharaj Prabhu, may I know why always it was like not a single time they are having the camera on? Since they are not answering, so I have to ask you only. It is like once it is all right. It's like, but always if they are there in their offices and they are doing the multitasking, then it is, I feel they have to consider for the Bhakti Shastri. Why am I doing the Bhakti Shastri?
Very good. Prabhuji and Mataji, please may I request you to switch on your cameras, please. Please plan accordingly. One day, as Prabhuji said, once in a while is acceptable, especially when you're in offices. But please plan at least, to switch on your cameras for some time. Sorry, Prabhuji. Very good.
This is can cantography. What is this? Okay.
Shmigan Prabhu.
Dance photography.
Dance photography.
Okay.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhu, will you please read for us?
Yeah, Prabhuji. Then, Prabhuji, translation should I read?
Yeah, 14th translation.
Yeah. Then, bewildered and astonished, his hair standing on end, Arjuna bowed his head to offer obeisances and with folded hands began to pray to the Supreme Lord. Now, Arjuna is seeing what previously he had heard about. He was astonished and bewildered, but because he is a great Kshatriya, he didn't run away. But still, he put his head down in a great astonishment and bewilderment. All the primary rasas and all for ex except one of the secondary rasas will be exhibited in this chapter to Arjuna.
So here Arjuna is not an ordinary person. What sort of Kshatriyas, like the Kshatriyas means Yuddhe Chapa Palayanam, Danamishwara Bhavasya, Shatra Dharma Subhavasya. It's like Kshatriyas, nobody, and it's like Tom, Dick, and Harry, nobody can just make him feel fearful. Or the Kshatriyas will not at all exhibit this that, okay, I am just frightened by ordinary things. They always see the warfare, they always see the bloodshed. So this is like to make them fearful, it is a challenge. Like Shivji, he has controlled his senses, and then afterwards he asked that, oh, Mohini Murti, I would like to see the Rupa of the Mohini Murti. And Krishna warned that it is challenging. It's like Shivji says, no, I will manage. Are you sure? Will you just manage to see the Mohini Murti form? Yeah, my wife is also very beautiful. I see her always. So what I can get bewildered with the Mohini Murti. And Krishna just thought of this like Mohini Murti, how I can bewildered Shivji also. And Mohini Murti came in front of Lord Shiva, and Mata Parvati was next to Lord Shiva, and she was making such gestures with the body. The Lord Shiva got bewildered. He got attracted. It's like you can just imagine the Durga Devi is binding every Jivatma. Like Durga is a Maya Rupa. So she is binding, and she is a wife of Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva is always there with her. So this is like sometimes a man and a woman relationship. It is like some man is not beautiful or the woman is not beautiful, but they somehow or other get attracted to each other. And here the Sakshat Maya is there, and the Lord Shiva is there constantly with her. And he just thought that it was like Mohini Murti, what is new in that? So that's why he requested Lord himself that, oh, please show me your Mohini Murti. And Lord bewildered him also. It's like, and Lord Shiva ran after Mohini Murti. Mata Parvati was calling my dear husband, where are you going? Where are you going? And in front of his all disciples, Nandi and many others, Lord Shiva was mad after Mohini. And he ran in many places. And all of them got wonderstruck to what happened to the Lord Shiva. The Mohini was looking back and calling him many times. Please come, please come, please come, like that. The same way, it's like Arjuna to make him fearful. It's not an ordinary thing. It has been said that in the middle of Mahabharata, Duryodhana or Karna used, no, Ashwatthama used the Narayanastra. The Narayanastra. And the Narayanastra was such a, like the divine weapon that only the way we can counteract with that astra is that to just bow down. No other astra, even the Brahmastra cannot counteract it. And when Ashwatthama was releasing the weapon, Krishna understood it is a Narayanastra. His own weapon, he is just using Ashwatthama. So Krishna says that to Arjuna, do you know what is this astra is? Arjuna says that some divine weapon. Krishna says that don't use any weapon against the Narayanastra. Whenever the astra comes, you can bow down and ask all the soldiers, all the commanders, just to bow down. And Arjuna understood, and Arjuna bowed down. Everybody bowed down except one person. That was Bhimsen. Bhimsen says that even if I die, I will not bow down. I will not bow down in front of any other astras, any astras. I'm a Kshatriya. I can die on the battlefield, but I cannot bend it. And Krishna says that to Arjuna, my dear Arjuna, tell your elder brothers something so he can move down. And then all the 4 Pandavas just jumped over Bhimasen and forcefully bent him. And then that astra went over everyone's head. And Bhimsen, when he understood it, is like all the 4 of them, they jumped on me and they forcefully bent. He was really wild and he just challenged all the four Pandavas and they said, I will just kill you right now because it is the vigor you just put it into ashes. I wanted to challenge everyone. Then Krishna came in front and says that, my dear Vrukodara, you cannot counteract with such weapons. You can counteract with either you may challenge Brahmastra. That may be your strength. But there are certain weapons which are more powerful. And we can see that this is like when Uttara was running towards Krishna, and she requested Krishna that Mahabaho, please save me. There is one divine weapon is coming to my womb to kill my kid, to kill my child, infant. And then Krishna understood it is a Brahmastra. Then Acharya says that this time Uttara was there with many, it's like the Pandavas were also there, including Bhima and Arjuna. But she was knowing that the Brahmastra is approaching her womb and nobody can save. Only Krishna can save. So even the Brahmastra also, it is very, very difficult to counteract. So what to speak about the Narayanastra? And this is the Kshatriya spirit. They are ready to die, but not to bend. So Arjuna is becoming fearful by seeing this ghastly form. The universe is, and it is like audio visual effect is there. That is, Acharya says that it is not only visual, but audio was also there. Only it was been heard by Arjuna, not by others. So what sort of system it may be? By seeing and by hearing the voices, Arjuna got fearful. Pashyami devasteva deva dehe
Pashyami devatam tava deva dehe
sarvam tatha bhuta vishesha sangha
sarvam
Sarva
sthatha
istitha
bhuta
bhuta
vishesha
vishesa
sangha
sanghan
brahmana misha kamalasana brahmanamisham kamalasana sthamam
brahman
Brahman isham kamalasan sthanam
Rushim sarvanurangsha divyan.
Rishim cha sarvanuragascha divyan.
Who can read?
Translation.
Just 1 minute. Who can read? Who is there? Very few are there with the video. Yes, Prabhu, somebody joined right now with the camera. Baburam Prabhu, I feel you. Babu. No. Yeah, Menu Mataji can.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Translation. Arjuna said, My dear Lord Krishna, I see assembled in your body all the demigods and various other living entities. I see Brahma sitting on the lotus flower as well as Lord Shiva and all the sages and divine serpents.
So all of them, they were there. Just like the demigods are there in the universal form. And Acharya says that it is not only demigods, but every other. It's like the demons were also there in the universal form. So all the powerful personalities were there, and such personalities like Arjuna has not thought of, neither he heard of. These personalities were also there. That's why he got to understand how the ghastliness it is there. Like so much things are there in one thing. It is like the universal form with their personalities are there. The universe, like the universal form, like the universe is also the personality. So that universe personification form was also there. So he was not able to understand who is who and who is who and who is looking. And everybody was looking at him, staring at him. So what sort of, is it like thousands of people, lakhs of people are just watching at you. And everyone was not having the very soft eyes. Some of them were having the red tinges. This been said is like some of them were actually having the yellowish borders on their eyes. Some of them were like having the fire vomiting. They were vomiting the fire. Some of them were very blackish. Some of them, their kirita was golden, and it was having the bedecked with the different jewels, and the jewels were also burning the fires, burning with the fires. So that was the thing. Arjuna, by seeing that, by hearing it, and they were making the tumultuous sounds also. The universal form was making different sounds also. So that was the thing. And he is just mentioning some names. It's like this serpents or were also there. If the serpents are there, then they are not in a constant position. They are moving and revolving. So it is a audio, visual, and 3D, or more than the 3D, 4D or 5D, the effects were there. So that was the thing. It's like 3D means is like where we are living, but it is like the for the divine things to see, more than the 3D effects are required. Then only we can see. If we just cross this three-dimensional world, then we can go to the demigods world, because they are higher than our 3D world. The insects are living in a 2D world. We are in the 3D world. So more than us, like higher than us, they are living in a 4D or 5D world. अनेक बाहुदरवक्त्र नेत्रम पश्यामि त्वां सर्वतो अनन्तरूपम् नान्तं न मध्यं न पुनस्तवादिम् पश्यामि विश्वेश्वर विश्वरूप Yes, Raj Ramesh Prabhu. You are muted, Prabhuji.
Yeah, sorry. Your form is difficult to see because of its
No, it is the previous one.
Oh, sorry.
Lord of the
O Lord of the universe, O universal form, I see in your body many arms, bellies, mouths, and eyes, expanded everywhere without limit. I see in you no end, no middle, and no beginning.
So, how big the form must be? Like Krishna and Arjuna are on a same chariot, and both of them, they are only seeing. So the in the limited space, the universal form appeared, and that in that limited space, the Arjuna is saying that your forms, your bellies, your arms are everywhere. There is no end. There is no beginning. How we can see that? It's like it is a moving picture. So the television was on, and the maximum length, what is that, 90 mm or something like that. They say that. This is like, and in that world, we just say that is like we are forgetting every other thing. And that is like when we go to the movie theater, and we see that is like there is nothing beyond that. The same way the Krishna showed the picture. So it was the virtual screen, where that screen was only been seen by the Arjuna, and that screen, in that screen he is seeing many things, and as if the bellies are so big. So how in such a screen, every other thing is been portrayed, or every other thing is been put up. So that is we can see it is the perfectness of the Krishna. What we see is like the when the maximum screen, the effect in the movie, they use such words, uh, cinematography or something like that. I don't. So they use that full screen. They are knowing that where we are putting our or displaying our movie. So as per the movie, they fit their uh, their clips. So in a different theaters, the same movie effect is different. So that's why whenever they would like to have some screen in the movie theater, they choose the screens also, because the effect will be different. So here in the screen, Krishna knows that how to use and what the things has to be used. By that, the Arjuna will be getting the real effect of the movie, of the universal form. The next one. Kiritinam gadinam chakrinam cha
Kiritinam gadinam chakrinam cha
tejo rashir sarvato diptimantam
tejo rashi sarvato diptimantam
pashyami tvam durniriksham samatnanta
pashyami tvam durendriyaksham samantam
dipta nalakruti datma prameyam.
dipta nalakyam aparmeyam.
Who can read? Yeah, Tulsi Mataji.
Our form is difficult to see because of its glaring effulgence spreading on all sides like blazing fire or the immeasurable radiance of the sun. Yet, I see this glowing form everywhere, adorned with various crowns, clubs, and discs. Commentary. It is immeasurable, but it has some specific elements that we should note what this universal form is. One, it is immeasurable. Two, it has great radiance. Three, everything is situated in one place. All the universe, the demigods, etc., everything is in one place. These are, at this point, the main qualities of the universal form. Now, in next verse, Arjuna is going going to try to describe immeasurable.
Sometimes the people ask uh, that how Krishna used to go from Vrindavan to Kamyavan, or how he used to go such a far distance, and then he will be coming on time. How he used to go. So we can say that this is like how he can shrink all the universes, his diameters and the length and width. It is immeasurable for us. But in the tiny things, in the tiny vision, to make a glimpse, to give a glimpse to the Arjuna, he can do this way. So that same Krishna cannot walk, can't walk, or he cannot ask his friends, or he cannot give the strength to his friends to just move for 10 to 20 kilometers. He can shrink everything, all the universes in a vision of Arjuna. So can't he just do like this? So the universal form gives this idea that Krishna can do anything like that. So it is as if it's like we feel it is like impossible. Some years back, the people were not understanding. It's like they were feeling it is like the impossible. Doordarshan, one one place the camera is there, and it is been broadcasted to all. How it is? It's like you can just imagine like before the Doordarshan or the TV started, what will be the first reaction of the people when the first time they saw that? It is impossible, or it is like how it has been done, or how it has been managed. What is the science behind it? The same way the Krishna can do the miraculous things like that. Nothing is impossible for the Lord. Till now, it's like what we have invented, like the mobile, the people don't understand. It's like the people, something 40 years back, the people never, the common ordinary people never imagined for such a device. Only one small tiny SIM and one handset, and wherever you are going, the network is there with you and you are just calling. So it is unimaginable things becomes imaginable by some scientist's brain. So that way, the science is working. The Krishna consciousness, the Krishna is the original scientist. He is doing the things, and we feel that it is no, it is impossible. It is impossible. How he can show the universal form. The same way is like the Krishna gives the glimpse to the Arjuna because he's not thinking that it is impossible. He wanted to show the prowess to the world. That's why he is asking, show me this. You just spoke that opulences in the 10th chapter. Now I wanted to prove, so that's why I would like to see. When I am saying it, the first person is saying it, and he will be explaining to many that, okay, no, Krishna has showed me. So the world will come to know. So that way the Arjuna's inquiry was, and that way the Krishna is explaining that. So it is not impossible. It is a matter, it is a question for us that are we able to see that? Do we have the devotion like Arjuna? Or else we can say throughout our life like it is impossible. It is Virat or Rupa is a Kalpana. It is imagination only. Nothing is imagination. Imagination, when it works with the science, then we can say it is we are actually able to see the imagination in the facts. So the same way, we are just thinking it is imagination, the universal form. But when our devotion, like this devotional science will increase, then Krishna will act in our life, and then that form also he will show. So there is nothing imagination. It is only the science has to work on our whole existence. When the material science works, the unimaginable things become very seen or understood in the proper way. Nothing remains as imagination. The same way, now it is a universal form. It may be appearing to us as like imagination. What is the Vedic imagination? No, but when the devotional science will increase in heart, then the revelations will come more and more. Yeah. 18th shlok. Tamaksharam paramam veditavyam
Tamaksharam param vedittavyam.
Tamasya vishwasya param nidhanam
Tamasya vishwasya param nidhanam.
Tamavyaya shwashvata dharma gopta
Tamavya shashvata dharma gopta.
Tanatanastvam purusho mato me.
Sanatana purusho mato me.
Who can read? Satya Devata Prabhu. First time I am seeing him, I feel he has logged in from a different name or something. Who is Satya Devata Prabhu?
Prabhuji is part of actually Gachibowli Satsang, that I'm surprised Prabhuji is part of, he joined today in Bhakti Shastri. Hare Krishna, Satya Prabhu. Maybe by mistake he joined, Prabhu. I'll remove him.
Okay. Chakrapani Prabhu can.
Yes, Prabhu.
Chakrapani Prabhu?
Prabhuji, yes, shall I start reading?
Yeah, please.
You are the supreme primal objective. You are the ultimate resting place of all this universe. You are the inexhaustible and you are the oldest. You are the maintainer of the eternal religion, the personality of Godhead. This is my opinion.
Yeah. So here it is now the Arjuna is starting with the prayers. It's like he is now glorifying. Enough is like the becoming the fearful. But now I am just glorifying you. So you are the primal objective, you are the ultimate resting place of all the universes. He understood, and by seeing now it is like many times we say that is a saying is not believing, but here Arjuna saw it and he believed. Previously he heard it, Shrunu. Then now he has Pasha. Lord has shown the both the ways. First the hearing, then the seeing. So Arjuna understood the opulences in the 10th chapter, and in the 11th chapter he is seeing this all the opulences also. So it is whole thing has been explained thoroughly. It is not only just for this to sake of understanding. It is not like that. Krishna made him understood by whatever the way he can do it. And then he is speaking that. Now you are really the resting place of all the universes. We know that. Is it like by seeing the universal form, anybody can see like that. Like when it has been said that show the magic and the people will bend down. So here the Krishna did the same. He said that like you would like to fully understand me, so I will be showing you my greatness. So Krishna is showing his vibhutis, Krishna is showing his opulences, Krishna is showing the universal form. And by that, the statements are coming, the glorification is coming from the Arjuna. Anadi madhyantam ananta viryam
Anadimadhyantam anantaviryam.
ananta bahum shashi surya netram
Anantabhum shashishuryanetram.
pashyami tvam dipta hutasta vaktram
Pashyami tvam dipyatram
Tvatejasa vishwamidam tapantam.
Tvajesha vishwam idam tapantam.
Chandra Prabhu, if you can just.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Translation. You are without origin, middle, or end. Your glory is unlimited. You have numberless arms, and the sun and moon are your eyes. I see you with a blazing fire coming forth from your mouth, burning this entire universe by your own radiance. Then, bewildered and astonished, Arjuna offers his obeisances and begins praying to Krishna. Krishna. Arjuna sees in this form all the living entities, including the great demigods. He states that the Lord is the supreme objective, the ultimate resulting resting place of the universe. The inexhaustible, the oldest, the maintainer of the eternal religion, and the personality of Godhead. According to Srila Viswanatha Chakravarti Thakura, with his statement in verse 18, Arjuna proves that he has the qualification to see the form of Krishna as time. This form is described in verse 19 to 30. Arjuna sees the Lord burning the entire creation with his radiance. Blazing fire spells space out of his mouth. Seeing that form, all the planetary systems are disturbed. All the demigods surrender and offer praise to him. Arjuna is filled with fears as he sees that all those on the battlefield are rushing into his fearful mouth. Shall I continue, Prabhuji?
Yeah, please read that.
Krishna's Kalarupa, form of time. Arjuna says, seeing this fearful form and beholding the confusion of the entire universe, including the demigods, I too am frightened. All the soldiers on both sides rush towards your death-like faces with their blazing mouths and awful teeth. Your blazing effulgence is devouring the world. What is your mission? Who are you?
So is the real fearfulness in the universal form was the Kalarupa. And here he is mentioning why I got fearful, because it's like all the demigods were surrendering, and in the battlefield, now I am there in the battlefield. I am seeing the battlefield in your in the universal form also, and that all of the men were been devoured by you. It's like how it has been devoured. Some of them were been crunched between the teeth, and it was oozing the blood. So it was the there was not a common way the death was happening in the war. In the war, generally it is been hit by the weapons. But in the Virat Rupa, it was been crunched by the teeth. So some of them were been burned by the eyes of the Virat Rupa. So it is a Kala was acting like that. The Mrityu Sarva Harashaham. The Mrityu means it is a Kala. The time is passing, and ultimate Kala is a Mrityu. So it was all the deaths where like he was seeing the Bhishma, but now he is seeing the Bhishma in the Virata Rupa. It has been crunched. He was seeing the Drona here, but it was the Drona who was been crunched. So he was not understanding what is this happening. All the bewilderness, all was there in the like in the heart. He was just thinking, am I seeing the Drona? Am I seeing here? I'm seeing the Bhishma also there. The same way like Akrura got bewildered when in the Akrura Ghat in the middle of Mathura and Vrindavan, when Akrura came to take Krishna and Balram, both of them sat on the Ratha, and Akrura was driving the Ratha. And in that, in the middle of Vrindavan, it's like after crossing the Vrindavan, some extent is like it is a border of the Vrindavan. It is called as a Bhatrol village. This Akrura Ghat is there. So there he went to take bath. Akrura says like wait for some time. I would like just to take the bath. It is evening time, so generally in the evening time we take bath. So I will be taking a bath, and in that pond, he is taking a bath. He is taking the dip, and from the same pond, Krishna and Balaram are actually manifesting themselves. And he is seeing that Krishna and Balaram was there in the Ratha, and he is looking at the Ratha, and Krishna and Balaram are there in the Ratha. Krishna and Balaram are there in the pond also. So constantly he was seeing them here and there. He was not understanding what is happening. So it is Krishna in the Krishna and Balram, the Vraja Krishna and Vraja Balram, they never leaves the Vrindavan. So they were there in the pond. And who were there in the Ratha, they were the Vasudeva Krishna and Vasudeva Balram. So it is, he was seeing the constant things, like here one place, here one place. So the same way Arjuna was seeing the Drona here, Drona there in a universal form, it is in crunch. So the Kala Rupa means it is the action is happening, what will be happening in the future, or the death of the people, how the person will be dying. See, this is like only the time is separating. So that Kala Rupa was been shown by Krishna to Arjuna. द्वावा पृथ्वीर्योदमन्तरं हि व्याप्तं त्वयेकेन दिशश्च सर्वाः दृष्टाद्भूतं रूपमग्रं तवेदं लोकत्रयं प्रव्यथितं महात्मन् सुरेंद्र प्रभु
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavatana. Translation.
I can see your face also. So now I'm hearing.
Actually, Prabhuji, I'm on my mobile, so I have a low bandwidth, Prabhuji.
Krishna is also showing the face, so you can also show the. Okay. Hare Krishna. Yeah, please read.
Although you are one, you spread throughout the sky and the planets and all space between. O great one, seeing this wondrous and terrible form, all the planetary systems are perturbed.
Yeah, please.
Now Arjuna is going to describe another element, the disturbing element. There was everything situated in one place with a great effulgence. Now another element is entering in. It is called Krishna's Kalparupa, or form of time. Kalarupa, or form of time, which Krishna has already seen us. It is the destructor element.
Yeah.
Krishna, out of his mercy, is giving also the vision of his universal form to the demigods. They all have come to see it. They are witnessing Arjuna's great vision.
So the demigods are also it has been said in the 19th shloka, the demigods were also seeing it. And they were surrendering. So it was a special movie, and for that special movie, Hare Krishna. One Prabhu, please mute yourself. So this is the special movie was there. It is not every time, every day it is been played. It was a special show. So the demigods were interested. How we are there inside the universal form, and the universal form is all accommodative. They would like to see that. Whenever we are playing some drama, and in that drama we have performed some role, and we would like to see the recordings of that, or else so like the live drama is there, then the relatives of that characters would like to see this also. So generally it is one joke was that it's like two friends were there, and in the initial days is like when the Hindi star Devanand was there in one movie, and it's like in my village, one one person is in it was in 1960s or somewhere. One person was there in that movie, and all my villagers were really hearing. It's like I was playing the role in the Devanand movies, and the villagers were really very much interested to see what role he has played. And it was been seen that is like when they were seeing the movie, they were asking that person, hey, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? We are not seeing it. So in a small role, when that film actor was passing by, and he was there on cycle, in the same, it's like this person who was my villager, like the same person was like very close to us. He was also passing to him in another direction, and that was only 10 seconds were there. Just, and then he just here is me, and then the people were not able to understand where are you. Like only 10 seconds was there, but for that he was feeling it is like I was there in the movie. The same way the demigods would like to see themselves, how they how like the Krishna is mentioning that this is like I am the Indra among the demigods, I am the Naga, I am the Shesha, like that. They all came to see that is like, okay, so here I am. So the like the universal form, the Krishna is showing, and they would like to see themselves also and would like to surrender. So it's like I am playing some role, but the original is Krishna. Means I am the prime minister, I am the temple president, but originally the Krishna is in that post. I am just acting like that for a temporary reason. The post will be the Shashwata, or that Brahmanda or the Adhipati will be the Shashwata, but I am changing all this. So that way it is, they would like to see that, and they would like to surrender. And then they clearly surrendered by seeing themselves in that whole universal form. Amihi Amihitva Surasanga Vishanti
अमीहित्वं सुरसङ्गविशन्ति
Kechit Bhita Pranchalayo Gunanti
केचिद्भीतः प्राञ्चलयो गृह्णाति
Tastishtayuktva Maharshi Siddha Sangha
स्वस्तीत्युक्त्वा महर्षिसिद्धसङ्घः
Tuvanti Tvam Stubhi Pushkalabhi.
स्तुवन्ति त्वां स्तुतिभिः पुष्कलाभिः.
Pawan Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Hare Krishna.
All the hosts of demigods are surrendering before you and are entering into you. Some of them, very much afraid, are offering prayers with folded hands. Hosts of great sages and perfected beings crying all peace are praying to you by singing the Vedic hymns. Thank you, Prabhuji.
So it is different emotions were there. Everyone was not having the same emotions. Like when Krishna entered into the arena of combat with Chanur and Mushtik, the Mathura Vasis were having the different feelings for Krishna. So some of the Mathura Vasis were in a parenting role. They say that it is unfair, it is unfair. It's like how the small boys can have the combat with the big wrestlers. This is not justice. So they were crying, they were crying aloud that it is injustice, injustice, injustice. Some of them they were really were thinking that it is like how this Chanur and Mushtik they can defeat, because we heard the glories of the Krishna and Balram. Every day they killed some asuras every day. So we would like to see that now. Now the Chanur and Mushtik will be killed. Some of them were feeling is like it is such a fortune. It's like from their heart they were offering the prayers to the Krishna and Balram. It is a good fortune. Like you have arrived in Mathura to give us the darshan. So they were not thinking about the combat. They were just thinking about the glories of the Krishna and Balram. And some of them were having the asuric mentality. They say that this is now our Kamsa, our king, will teach them the lesson. They were hiding. Now we will just see. So as per the devotion, the people are having the feeling. And the devotion affects others also. It's like when we hear the Krishna Katha from the pure devotee, that person's feeling also affects us. That person's love for Krishna also transfers to us if we are hearing with the sincerity and attention. So the same way, like when they were the demigods were having the different feelings, and sages were crying. So that crying was what? That crying was with the devotion. And demigods were afraid because they are the mixed devotees. The pure devotees, they don't get afraid. Now we can see that as Arjuna got afraid because he is playing the role as a sadhak, not as a pure devotee. So that's why he got afraid. But here the demigods got afraid because they are the mixed devotees. It has been said that when our father is changing the dresses and we understand this is the same personality who he is our father. So when he is wearing the lion's robes, we understand it is like the small kid understand. In front of me only he changed the dress. So that's why even though he looks like a lion, but he is my father. So the same way the devotee sees that, okay, Kala Rupa, now I can glorify. When the pure devotees hear about the Krishna, whatever the Rupa, even for the Narsimha Dev, they are praying the stotras. Same Narsimha Dev is a ferocious form for the Hiranyakashipu. But for the pure devotee like the Prahlad Maharaj, even Mata Lakshmi got frightened, but the Prahlad Maharaj was offering the prayers. The devotees never failed to offer prayers at any circumstances. So it is a crying is required. Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj used to say that ISKCON is a crying moment. We teach here to cry for Krishna. So it is a crying moment. The best crier from the heart will enter into the abode of Lord Krishna. See, so it is like the crying is important, and offering the prayers is also most important. रुद्रादित्या वसवो ये च साध्या
रुद्रादित्या वसवो ये च साध्या
विश्वेश्विनो मरुतश्चोष्मपाश्च
विश्वेश्विनो मोरतश्चोष्मपश्च
गन्धर्वयाक्षरासुरसिद्धसङ्घा
गन्धर्वयक्षासुरसिद्धसङ्गा
वीक्षन्ते त्वां विस्मताश्चैव सर्वे
वीक्षन्ते त्वां विस्मिताश्चैव सर्वे
Muraripu, will you please read it?
Yes, Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Yeah, please read it.
All the various manifestations of Lord Shiva, the Adityas, the Vasus, the Sandhyas, the Visvedevas, the two Ashvis, the Maruts, the forefathers, the Gandharvas, the Yakshas, the Asuras, and the perfect demigods are beholding you in wonder.
Yeah. So who is seeing that? Also, Arjuna is seeing the demigods also. The demigods are watching the forms, and in that also the demigods are there in the universal form. And Arjuna is seeing the universal form, and he is seeing the demigods watching the universal form, and how their feelings are. That also he is knowing. Rupam mahatte bahuvaktra netram.
रूपं महते बहुवक्त्र नेत्रं
Mahabaho bahubahurupādam.
महाबाहो बहुबाहुरुपादं
Bahudaram bahudrushtakaralam.
बहुधरं बहुदंष्ट्राकरालं
Društva loka pravyatsitastastaham.
दृष्ट्वा लोका प्रव्यथितास्ततः
Sandhya Mataji Buddhe.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Dandavat.
Translation by Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. O mighty armed one, all the planets with their demigods are disturbed at seeing your great form. With its many faces, eyes, arms, thighs, legs, and bellies, and your many terrible teeth. And as they are disturbed, so am I. Now Arjuna starts to see the fear even of the demigods. He also becomes afraid. His rasa changes from wonder, adbhuta, to fear, bhaya. Thank you so much.
He is saying that they are also becoming fearful, not only I. So it is he is liking the company now. So like not only I, but they are also fearful. They are the demigods. They got fearful. By seeing them, by seeing their fear, I am also becoming fearful. The way they are becoming fearful, by seeing them, I am becoming fearful. Not only by seeing your form, but by seeing the demigods becoming fearful, I am also become fearful. So what sort of form it must be? By hearing only, like the Gandharvas, Yakshas, this is like many other devatas are becoming fearful. We can just see that in the Bhagavatam, when the Narsingadev appears and he's killing the Hiranyakashipu, he's killing the thousands of the soldiers, lakhs of the soldiers of the Hiranyakashipu's army, and Hiranyakashipu is dead. Still he's just shouting. Still he's making such a tumultuous sound, where all the demigods were standing still. It's like Lord Shiva was there, Brahmaji was there, Mata Lakshmi was there, many others were there. Nobody was daring to come in front of him. And Brahmaji understood that now only one person can pacify him, because he is not fearful. That person is Prahlad Maharaj. The little small Prahlad is offering the garland to Narsimhadev. And when Prahlad Maharaj was approaching, that time also the Narsimhadev was roaring. Prahlad Maharaj never turned back and says, no, I cannot offer the garland. No, what he will do to me? He is always a well-wisher for everyone. If he would like to kill, let him kill. If he would like to protect, let him protect. Mare Krishna Rakhe ke, Rakhe Krishna Mare ke. So I am always yours. But the demigods, because they were not having that full faith, that's why they got afraid by seeing them. The bhaya, shoka, moha, bhaya, paha. Shoka, moha. Shoka is for the lamentation, is for what? It is for the past. Moha is for the present. And the bhaya is for the future. What will happen? The demigods are always afraid of their future. The Indra is always afraid of his future. Some demons will attack on my Amravati. They will snatch my wealth. So the demigods are always in the fear. The human beings are always in the shoka, moha, and bhaya. And the demons are always in the shoka. We haven't got this, we haven't got that, we have what such things, unfair things happen to us. So that is the thing. The demigods are always in the bhaya. So that's why they are frightened, they are afraid. '24. Nabhas prusham diptamaneka varnam.
Nabhasprisam diptamaneka
Vyaptananam dipta vishala netram.
Vyaptananam dipta vishala netram.
Drishtva hitvam pravyatthata nantarama.
Drishtva hitvam pravyatitantaratma.
Shrutim navindam samam.
Dhrutim navindami samam cha Vishnu.
Lakshmi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Translation: O all-pervading Vishnu, seeing you with your many radiant colors touching the sky, your gaping mouths and your great glowing eyes, eyes, my mind is perpetuated by fear. I can no longer maintain my steadiness or equilibrium of mind. Commentary. The form was touching the sky. As far as Arjuna looked, he could only see the sky. In the sense, the form was touching the sky.
So form was touching the sky. How he can see the whole thing? It was like the picture was like the screen was such big screen. But it was not like that. Everywhere he was seeing the same screen. It was like it was 360-degree the screen was there, and the length and the height was touching the sky. And moreover, the screen was revolving also. And in that screen, is like he was feeling that is like the people were also standing. So that these people were also there in the vision of the Arjuna. And the transcendental vision or the divine vision was also there. So it is Antaranga and Bahiranga Shakti, both of them were acting. The Antaranga Shakti acts, then the person goes into the inner consciousness, deep inner consciousness, like the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to go in a deep inner consciousness, and he was losing the outer things, what is happening around him. So that is Antaranga Shakti is happening. So it is Antaranga Shakti means it is Radharani. It's like Radharani is acting on that person. But here in this situation where Arjuna was able to see the demigods, he was able to see the other soldiers around him, and he was able to see the universal form also. So the Antaranga and Bahinanga Shakti, both of them were acting. So it was parallel thing was happening in this. Yeah. So we will be taking another 2-3 shlokas. Dramshta karalani chate mukhani.
Damsra karalani chate mukhani.
Drishteva kalana lasannibhani.
Drishtva kalanala sannibhani.
Disho na jane na labhe cha sharma.
Disho na jane na labhe cha sharma.
Devesha jagannivasa.
Prasida devesa jagannivasa.
Sita Mataji. Sita Mataji.
It's Karuna Radhika Mataji. The name is different.
Oh.
Prabhuji, I'm driving, Prabhu. I won't be able to read. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm getting back from work. Yeah.
Ayodhya. Oh, Hari Bol. Just Padma Mataji. Who has logged in?
I will read, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Danda Pranam.
Hare Krishna. May I know your name, Prabhuji? You logged in?
Prabhuji, my name is Arvind.
Okay.
Sorry, I could not change the name here, Prabhuji. The tool is not allowing me.
Okay. Everybody.
I'm using the same my wife's account, so I'm not able to change it.
Yeah. Everybody is a Prakriti here, so nobody is a so better we can do whatever the login is. Hare Krishna.
Okay, Hare Krishna. The translation is Srila Prabhupada ki jai. O Lord of Lords, O refugee of the worlds, please be gracious to me. I cannot keep my balance, seeing thus your blazing death-like faces and awful teeth. In all directions I am bewildered. Commentary. Arjuna's rasa is turning to be bewilderment. Earlier in this chapter, Krishna said, see all this in just one part of my body. But as soon as Arjuna was actually seeing the universal form, He forgot he couldn't see Krishna body anymore. He could only see the universal form.
Yeah. So now it is like the bewilderment is happening. It was previously he was able to see the both the things, but now it is like this is like he was able to see the both the things. Acharya says that, but a universal form is like it was making him mesmerized such a way that whole whole his focus, all his focus was there on that form. It was uh, radiant, it was glaring, it was such a, what we can say, it is a tejomai, it is like
dazzling, Prabhuji.
Dazzling. So it was like whatever it is, like in the night we are going, generally it is like the on highways, on the roadways, the roadside, the dhabas and the hotels, they are having all the show off. The lighting was such a attractive, the veg, non-veg and veg hotels. And we see that in the daytime we are passing, but it is not happening. It is not that much attractive. But they make such a lighting in the night. The people get attracted because they know that in the night time, in the evening time, their businesses. So Purusha, universal form, it is dazzling. Krishna made it purposefully like that. So your whole attention, it is Pashyami, that form, because you opted that. So your attention will not be there on the original form, or this form, which is a temporary form. We can end here only, because half an hour early we are ending. Friday we will be taking another 12 to 13 shlokas. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you so much, Prabhuji. Dandavat.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu.